Hi, Diane here, your mindset and confidence coach. Today I want to talk to you about what is holding you back. What's holding you back from moving from here to there? So you're here today, you want to get over here, you're in South America, that's where I was born, and you want to get over to North America. What is it that you need to do? Not just for a holiday, but to live, or for a holiday per se. What is it that you need to do to get from South America to North America? You see, there are certain things in place that you have to do physically to get there. Today, I want to talk to you about, in your life, what is it that's holding you back? What is that one thing you can identify? And I could be speaking right now, and immediately that answer comes to you. So you know that one thing. So let's back up a little. Let's say, for example, you're not sure what that one thing is that's holding you back. How do you identify what that one thing is? So today is more like a teaching session. So I want to say to you, look at the 6 key areas of life. Yeah, we go back to those 6 key areas because I think they're vital, because they're part of what touches every human life. So we look at your personal, your professional, your physical, your emotional, mental, your social, and your financial. Those 6 key areas of your life. You pick the one that you're struggling with, or you find that you have a hard time seeing results or seeing the change you seek in. Pick one. So once you've identified that, you look at that area and say, what is it in that area that's holding me back? And if it's an area of relationships, if you're single and you're struggling to meet or connect with the right person, what is it that is holding you back from that? So let me put a pause on this video for a moment to say something to you. Don't look at the person and say it's because of him or her, or what they did or what they didn't do, that's why I'm not in a relationship. Because that's where we fall short of moving forward or achieving that healthy relationship. We're always quick to point the blame or point the finger at someone else. So let's look at you. We're talking about you, me and you having that dialogue about you today. What is it that you consistently do, or how you show up, that maybe drives someone away, or you don't get the call for a second date? What is it? Sometimes it could be a connection. There's not a yin and a yang. There's not that flow. It's okay. But what is it consistently that happens to cause that relationship not to move ahead? Could it be that your heart has been broken so many times? You have a wall up? That could be your blockage. If it's in the area of finances, what is it that's causing you not to be able to save, or be able to save enough to go on that vacation, or save enough to invest in a home, or save enough to do whatever it is that you have on your to-do list? Or what is it? So you write that thing down, and by making it, and when I say write, I don't mean do it on your little techie gadget, your phone or your tablet. Get a pen and paper. Yeah, good old-fashioned paper, pen, you know what I mean, you know what I'm talking about. And write it down, because there is something about when we write things down that it makes more of an impact and more of a resonates more, connects more with us than when we just type it into our phones. There's that tangibility that takes place. Something takes place. Now, get all scientific now, because I don't know all the answers. But something is different in when you write things down than when you just keep it up here or do it on your phone or tablet. Write that thing down. And once you have identified it, you sit with that thing. It could be a day, it could be a couple hours, it could be a couple minutes, it could be, if you don't know what it is, until clarity comes. And you see, that is where we need to be patient. We need to practice patience when we're seeking to move ahead, when we're seeking to move forward. Because by practicing patience, the clarity will come. So you sit with that thing, and in time, the answer comes. So now you know what the answer is, why there is that blockage in you moving forward in relationships. Why is that blockage? What's holding you back? You're able to identify that thing. It could be multiple things, but a lot of times there's one underlying thing that's holding it. It could be a lot of times it's up how we think about ourselves in relationships. We set ourselves up for failure before we even step out the door. It's how we think about our finances. We think that because we grew up poor, we're always going to be poor. We think because we work in a job that doesn't pay enough, because that's our fate and that's the way it's going to be. We think because we've always been poor at saving that we're going to continue for the rest of our lives not being able to save. So we continually perpetuate the problem by thinking we can't and we're not gonna. So by you writing this down, a lot of times that change, and trust me, let me say this, and hear me. A lot of times, and most of the times, it's how we think. It's how we process things. It's that fear. It's that inability to see beyond what's right in front of us. And if I can help you with one thing today, it would be that. Pay attention to how you're thinking about a situation in your life, about an area in your life that is not working for you. And once you've identified that blockage, now it's time to say, you can say, how can I overcome that blockage? How can I overcome that thing that's holding me back? What is it that I need to do? And again, not to sound like a broken record, but I don't mind sounding like a broken record if you're going to get this in your heart, in your spirit, that is how we think. Pay attention to your thoughts. Start to change how you think about your finances, about relationships, about that thing that you've been struggling with. You can't seem to, every time you try, you hit a brick wall. It could be in the area of fat loss, or you want to lose X amount of body fat. Notice I didn't say weight. You want to lose body fat. Because weight comes, anyways, that's a different, I'm getting off on a rabbit trail I don't need to go off on right now. Back on track. Sorry about that. So once you identify that, then your next step is to say, what is it that I need to do to help me find my solution? And once you connect with your thoughts, with how you're perpetually thinking, and change that and pay attention to that self-awareness. Let me share something with you. I have a board here that I consistently use, and it is about I'm not sure if you can see that, and there's all sorts of stuff. Is that internal check-in? I don't know if you see, self-awareness. It's about clarity. All right? And once you get into that mindset and that began to click, the answers and the solutions will come. You'll know how to align yourself with what person, people, what thing, what resources. Is it a course? What is it you need? The tools will come so that you can start practicing to see that thing that's holding you back removed, so you can move forward and get ahead and achieve what it is that you desire to achieve. I hope this was helpful for you today. And until next time, rise strong from the inside out.